All eyes on Doge. Big run up to the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up to the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.60. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Hey everybody, Kriss here. Welcome on a Thursday afternoon, evening. How's everybody doing? Well, I hear it out there. Not so much in here, except when the trolls come in here, but I hear it out there in the comments on the videos, over on crypto Twitter, right? It's not good. People are really down. Sentiment kind of in the tank. I get it. We don't know where this market is going. This is new territory here, right? Totally new territory. We didn't have Uptober. Moonvember is also not happening right now. And it's like, okay. So this is new territory. Nobody has the answers, but we'll talk about it. We'll go through some things and you can take from it what you will, because nobody knows. Nobody knows. We got bears, we got bulls, and we got crabs. And I'm still a crab. I'm not a bear. I'm not a bull. I am a crab. All right? I'm a crab. That's what I am. We don't know how long the government shutdown is going to last. That seems to be foremost what's on everybody's minds. How long is that going to go? So we got that. We have Nancy Pelosi announcing her retirement at 85 years old. I mean, good for Nancy, right? 85 years old. But at the same time, the markets are losing their best trader ever. That's right. The stock market's most famous stock trader, most profitable stock trader is retiring. If only you could get inside information on like Dogecoin, Bitcoin, right? And you could trade that. She would have done that too. But she did pretty well with stocks. So we got that, right? Right. Best trader ever, right? Such a best trader ever. So, Nancy, thank you for your support. I don't know what else to say. It's like, I don't know exactly when she steps aside. I guess there's a replacement. I don't know how all of that works, but we'll just leave it at that. That's not my thing. So look, this is new territory. Every single time in the year after the halving, we had a red September and a green October for Bitcoin. 2013, red September, green October. 2017, red October, green, or red September, green October. 2021. But here in 2025, we had a green September and a red October. And now we've even got a red November happening. So it's like, that's not good. New territory. 2025 was the opposite of the 4-year pattern, which is leading people to think that this cycle is indeed an extended cycle, and that what is happening now in Bitcoin is more similar to what happened back in 2019 in the last cycle, not 2021. We haven't had the big blow off top yet. We haven't had the big euphoria yet. We haven't had the whole alt season yet. We haven't had any of that yet. And so this cycle, instead of being 4 years, looks like it's going to be 5 or 6 years, maybe. It's like, what? Oh, you're just saying that so you can keep people watching you, blah. I'm just saying. The indicators are there that this may not be a 4-year cycle anymore. So, yes, there are others who believe it was a 3.5-year cycle and it ended last November or December. And that was the high, right? That 48-cent Doge was the high. However, for Bitcoin, we just had a new all-time high in October. That was that 126,200 number. So Bitcoin actually went higher. You can't rely on Dogecoin because similar in 2021, Dogecoin didn't hit its high in November of 2021. It hit it back in May 2021. So Dogecoin does its own thing. So, and I know people like Khan, right? You've got your opinion. I'm just saying right now, everything's out there. I can't say Khan's wrong, and I can't say I'm wrong. I can't say all the 4-year cycle people are wrong. It's like right now, Ron, you can't say anybody has it wrong because nobody knows the future. We looked at the past, we looked at patterns, and we projected what we thought was going to happen. But that doesn't mean you're wrong. It means everybody's wrong then. Everybody's wrong. Even you're wrong. I'm wrong. Everybody's wrong. So it's like the best thing you can do is trade it however you can. Make up your mind and trade it. If you think we're in a bear market, then put your money out there and short the hell out of it. But you're not willing to do that. James Wynn is doing it, right? And he's out there loud and proud, right? Bear, 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 shorting, 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 because he already lost hundreds of millions of dollars doing it the other way. So now, and I'm like, I'm not convinced. I'm a crab. I'm a crab. Indecisive market because of indecisive conditions is what we have. That's where I am. There's no confirmation we're in a bear market, and there's no confirmation we're in a bull market. So that's where I am. Lark says, look, the Bitcoin weekly candle closes in 3 days, right? Sunday night. We're going to have a close on the weekly, right? And we're right there at the 50-week moving average. Everybody's been looking at the 50-week moving average. This one kind of matters. We're sitting right there. There's two camps, right? There's two camps. Well, there's a third camp, which is mine, but there's two other camps that Lark talks about. The classic 4-year cycle, those believers think history will repeat itself. Then there's the extended cycle believers who think the 4-year cycle is dead, right? And both sides have valid arguments. And that is not correct about Ben Cowan, Con. Ben Cowan is changing his thesis, continually changing his thesis. He didn't compare it to 2019 until just recently. So, and I know you don't like the Lark. I'm not saying I agree with him. I'm just pointing out what he's saying. You need to relax, dude. No one knows how this plays out. Lark is now thinking an extended cycle. So, I mean, we don't know. Nobody knows. So trade what you believe. And I come out here and I just put the news out there and I commiserate with you guys today, right? It's commiseration day today. Because the sentiment is low. I get it. But that doesn't mean everybody's wrong because the future hasn't happened yet. So how can you say somebody's wrong when something hasn't even happened yet? You can't say that it's wrong. We knew quantitative tightening was going to end. It was being predicted. And now we know in a few weeks it will end. It's been announced by the Fed. A little later than most people were predicting, but it still is predicting. Ash Crypto says, I think the Bitcoin top isn't in. There's been no euphoria, right? We just hit a Bitcoin all-time high the other week, right? It was about almost a month ago. We hit a new all-time high, and everybody was still kind of like, eh. And I showed in my video this morning with the RSI was never in an overbought condition this cycle. We never hit the full overbought condition that you would normally see at the end of a cycle. So I talked about that this morning. You should watch that video. Damn good video. Yet another banger. We haven't had a blow off top for Bitcoin. So no euphoria yet. The gold BTC correlation has not gone the way it should. Gold cools off after a rally, and then Bitcoin usually follows gold. That hasn't happened yet. We look at the M2 money supply too, and guess what? That hasn't happened yet. I know why, and I've been talking about it, and you guys don't want to hear it, but I keep telling you why. And we keep talking about it again and again and again. No alt season. A few coins can pump in a bear market. That happens. Individual coins can still pump based on individual news. We could go into a full bear market and Dogecoin could pump in the middle of a bear market. That could still happen. Just because a handful of alts are pumping, it doesn't mean alt season is happening. There's been no blow off top without an alt season this cycle. That's why many are in the extended cycle camp. And when we talk about liquidity, Bitcoin current setup is more comparable to 2019 than 2021. Rate cuts, end of quantitative tightening were happening in 2019. Not in 2021. One thing most people misunderstood it, there's a 4-year cycle. No, the 4-year cycle was something that coincidentally seems to have been happening the past 3-4-year cycles. But now, as we're sitting here without a blow off top in the fall of 2025, everyone's digging into the numbers and seeing what's really going on. And it's like, right. The business cycle. And of course, Raoul Pal has been on this, right? Campaign that this cycle is going to extend into 2026, most likely into April, May timeframe with the business cycle. But again, it's a theory. He's not wrong because it hasn't happened yet. It hasn't happened yet. Ash Crypto says, look, I could still be wrong. My thesis is based on facts and data. Looking closely at the weekly, 50 level. It's been a bull bear line. And yeah, we are watching that, right? The 50-week moving average. That seems to be a thing that has happened throughout this cycle. You break it, then that's similar to 2021. Does that mean the week can't end below 102 and then we turn around and go higher? No, it's just lines on a chart. It's not a predictor of the future as well. CoinMarketCap, well, they post about JP Morgan. And JP Morgan analysts are saying, look, Bitcoin could reach up to $170,000 within the next 6 to 12 months. And you go, well, Bitcoin's all-time high is 126. How can it reach 170 in 6 to 12 months? That would be 2026. No. You can't do that. We're supposed to be in a bear market in 2026. How can Bitcoin hit a new all-time high in 2026? According to JP Morgan analysts, they're citing deleveraging in perpetual futures and an improvement in Bitcoin's volatility ratio versus gold. Let me repeat that again. Deleveraging in perpetual futures. This, my friends, as we've been talking about, who looks at heat maps more than anybody else during live streams? It's KrissPax, right? Why does KrissPax continually not do technical analysis on the charts? Because it doesn't matter. I love Tom Crown. I love what Tom does, but it doesn't matter. That's not where the cycles go. That's not where the charts go. That's not where the candles go. Deleveraging in perpetual futures. Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies are traded. They're heavily traded. We all like to think about, hey, right, I'm going to buy crypto, right? And I'm going to debank myself and I'm going to be like anti-bank and all of that stuff. That's great. Very noble cause, right? But at the same time, it's a financial instrument that's being heavily traded. It's been shorted, long leverage trades. We go over that again and again and again. That's why we haven't had a blow off top yet. Part of the reason. I mean, it goes into liquidity, business cycle, all of that. We're not there yet. Let's go back to Lark again. The Bitcoin daily RSI levels just hit its most oversold level since April. It's like, what? It's November 2025. What do you mean the RSI is oversold? It's supposed to be overbought in November of 2025, right? That's what we all thought was going to happen, right? October, Moonvember, overbought, euphoria, all of that. But no, the RSI is dipping. It's dipping here in November 2025. Interesting. We can go back to April, the last time we had an RSI this low. But the prices aren't the same from November, right? Bitcoin was under 80,000. It was like $70,000 for a Bitcoin the last time the RSI came down to this level. Now we're like 102,000 and the RSI is at the same level. Interesting. We could just be stair-stepping higher and higher. And 2026 can be a higher stair step, like the JP Morgan analysts are saying. Interesting. But here it is. Most of the Bitcoin liquidity now is on the upside. It's the top side. Bitcoin's being heavily shorted. And not just James Wynn. I mean, it's just like, he's just a guy, but heavily shorted. All we need is a few good things, and this market can take off. It can do that. Bitcoin can go over 110, go through the 111s here, and wipe out all these shorts. That could happen in a matter of days, but we need the trigger. And right now, the number one thing is the stupid US government shutdown. It's got to end. It's just heavily weighing on the entire crypto market. And it's even catching up to the stocks now. The AI bubble, right, is bursting, right? See NVIDIA going down, a bunch of other things. You got MicroStrategy and MetaPlanet, the Bitcoin treasury companies, their stocks are going down. It's like, yeah, that's not great. But we also have in December, Fed decision. Now, after last week, when there was a dump, right, in the predictor market in whether there'd be a rate cut in December, it's now ticking back up. It's ticking back up. So it's now up to 73 cents, yeah, or 73%. Yesterday it was 65%. So it's coming back up that there's going to be a rate cut in December. So we got that coming. But what do we do, right? What do we do? It's like, I just try to put stuff out there, right? But in the end, what are you going to do? Are you going to hold? If you're so bearish, why haven't you sold already? Or you just hold on and you just round trip it another 4 years if you're a believer in the 4-year cycle? I don't know. Dogecoin price prediction. The price steadies, right? The price steadies. We're in a crab market right now, while sentiment tanks. Sentiment is bad. I get it. Sentiment is bad. Dogecoin is bouncing around now between what, 15.5 and 17 cents. We talk about holding key support, but every key support line has been broken since October 9th, right? October 10th with that huge flash crash manipulated to take out long leverage, just put a damper on everything. And I thought 18 cents looked like a real strong support. That's what I had the purple box for. And it didn't hold. So yeah. You guys thought this was going to be easy? Right? You thought this was going to be easy? Javon Marks is like, look, as Doge continues to hold, broken out of the displaying resistance trend, the target for the setup remains at 65 cents. So Javon Marks is still looking at his fib lines up here at 65-cent target for Doge from here, if you're into that TA kind of thing. And we've got Bull Runner here. If you think the Dino coins are blowing up and Doge won't have a mega rally, you are sadly mistaken. So everyone talk about Zcash, right? Zcash, Zcash, Zcash. I get it, right? But nobody was talking about Zcash a month ago. Nobody was talking about it. Well, now nobody's talking about Dogecoin. Shh, nobody's talking about Dogecoin. So what do you think is going to happen to Doge? Look at this chart. If you are betting this chart, right, this looks like a total waterfall down, doesn't it? The most negative chart you could possibly see. It's like, yeah, I'm not buying that crap, right? That thing's going to zero. Another inverse chart, folks. It's another reverse, mirrored, inverse chart, just like Trader Allen did this morning. Now we got this guy named Bull Runner doing the same thing, freaking you out. No, this is a reverse chart. You think this is going to go down again? That means it's going up because it's flipped. Oh, that's what we're looking at. This is bullish. This is a very bullish chart. It's like, yep, it's time to go lower on the chart, which means we're going up again. I love it. Oh. So that's what's going on today. That's what I'm thinking right now is just like, yeah, sentiment's low. I get it. But we're in a crab market. We're just lower than we were for the 3 weeks prior with this downfall. And now we're going to go sideways. And I hate to do it, but I might have to make a new box, right? And I got to figure out where those levels are going to be, where we're going to trade as we begin a new crab market here, just a little bit lower than where we were with the purple box. That may be what we've got now. And that's probably what I'm going to use now to gauge the price activity. Unfortunately, it's a lower box. It's a red one. It's a red crab box. Here, that we got. So that's what I've got today. We're just crab trading here again. Waiting. Smash the likes and subscribe. Thank you, Compo. Ron, I think the mood would change if you came out in a cheerleader. You didn't like my Palpatine costume on Halloween? The Palpatine, that was good, wasn't it? I thought that was pretty good. Craig says, I've reduced my leverage. Will DCA on the way down? Everything is looking like it's going to rally soon. The indicators are still out there. I mean, we're not in a recession, right? There's not going to be like this huge economic dump. Trump's going to do everything he can, at least in the United States, to keep that from happening, lowering energy prices. He's going to help out the farmers. He's going to help out the the cattle raisers to keep beef price low. He's going to do all of that stuff. It was sickening knowing that one man can dump the market. Yep, that's my theory on it. Even though he's not the head of Binance anymore, he's still the puppeteer. Aussie, how are you? I'm excited for what this cycle has, as it's not the same as before. Let's go. It is. It's different. Alts need liquidity. They ain't getting that until the next Fed chair jumps in next June. All right. So another reason, right, to have an extended cycle, right? We just chop around until May. I think it's May when Powell steps down. And then it's going to be rate cut. June and July. Right? And we just might not be the full bear market. Let's go, OG says. Praying the Elon gods come in. No dump December. Worst cycle ever. It's been different, that's for sure. What's up with Bitcoin? Yeah, it seems to be holding above 100K. It is holding. It looks weak, though. It's got a weak structure here, but it's holding right now. There's still those CME gaps. I showed them again this morning, down at 96 and 93. All the CME gaps have to be closed. You're waiting and holding? I am too right now. I'm waiting and holding. If one of my other cryptos all of a sudden goes on a big run that I was planning on selling, then I might take profits on that. But right now, most of it is just moving according to the market. So I wait. And Duchess says, yep, did not see any massive pumping. There have been a few coins that have. Most of them have come back down. Zcash doesn't look like it's going to come down. So congrats to the Zcash holders. If we're going to have a bull market, now is the perfect time to rotate into alts, not financial advice. Yeah, they're down. They're down. Yeah, so much about the supermoon, full moon thing, right? Even that guy Gappy, he was like, yeah, it didn't happen this time, right? It's So, yep, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, like KrissPax said, right? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. The Dalai Lama pattern. Dalai Lama pattern. I don't know what that is. Never heard that one. Red it is. It's a red box, Ryan. It's another box. Yes, it is. I'd like to get back up into the purple box. A guy called Ice Wallow Crypto on YouTube does a great job explaining why the market has to continue a shortish downtrend before it can rally again. Maybe. Red for the Dungeness crab. Eating crab until the government reopens. Riding this market is like riding a bicycle with no seat and half handlebar. Holding on for dear life. This is not the end, Armando. I can use a green crab as the magnet. We have all this stuff building for Doge that's coming. I mean, a lot of my thesis on October was that the Dogecoin ETFs, the big one from Grayscale, was going to start. That was going to be exciting. Instead, we had a month-long government shutdown. Push the ETFs out. Even HBAR, right, which got that big pump from its ETF, it's crashed all the way down, and it's almost the same price of Dogecoin again. That's how negative the market is right now. HBAR had that nice big pump, and now it's like all the way back down. Almost the same price as Doge. So, yeah. Hey, Raven, how are you? Lower boxes. Once the government opens, liquidity can start pouring in. The dollar will start falling, increasing liquidity into the market. QE does not start on December 1st, though, Craig. That's when QT ends. And there's usually a couple months before QE starts. So that's going to be early 2026. Powell won't even be on the board. I think he'll just be out of the Fed altogether. That's what I've heard. A bit of a female type cycle, Goose. I just kind of want to hide until it's over. Oh, my. I need to get some crab food up there with the magnet. I had a dream. Doge. The vote on the shutdown is at 5. That would be here on the East Coast. Should we take a look and see what's going on there at 5 o'clock? We can. Mike Johnson doesn't think it's going to pass, so. But he's in the House. It's a Senate thing. Why would we use Zcash when we've got Zdoge? That's good, Aussie. I like that. Zdoge. Zdoge. Hey, Yuli. I know now you're still a crab, but I want to know at what price of Doge that you're going to declare the bear market. It's not about Doge, Yili. It's about Bitcoin. It's Bitcoin. And for me, it's 93K. If Bitcoin indeed goes down and closes that CME gap at 93K, what is Bitcoin's next move? I don't think the 50-week moving average, a line on, I don't think that matters. But if that CME gap, if that does indeed close, does Bitcoin bounce back up to 100K, or does it continue to go down into the 80s? Ben He's now just Ben. Ben says the end of QT might be the top for Bitcoin. Super bullish for Bitcoin dominance. Of course he is. Holding, waiting, not selling in the red. I got it, William. This has everything to do with 3i Atlas. What is it? What is it? Is that Atlas thing just an asteroid? Or is it an alien spacecraft? So I've been told there's a new box. We're in a red box now, Charlotte. Got a red box, which is lower than the purple box. Got a new box. This is my crab theory. Crab theory, and it's red. You like that? When am I doing a Boston meetup? When Doge gets to $1. That was the plan. When Doge gets to $1. I don't know. If enough people want to come to Boston, maybe we'll do something fun. But right now, it's like, rip the Band-Aid off, fill the CME cap. Let's go. Yeah, let's just take care of that thing, right? Oh. Hey, Sean, do you think the Supreme Court tariff decision will affect crypto? It's going to be weeks probably until they get to it. It's just one of those things, right? They hear the arguments and then they just ponder over it for weeks. Who knows how long it's going to take? There are many who think that if the Supreme Court actually goes against Trump and stops the tariffs, that might be bullish for the markets. So I don't know. You can't win or lose with the whole tariff thing. It's just been terrible for crypto. Buy the dips of the dips of the dips. You could end up buying all the way down into the bottom of the bear market, right? And the other thing I was looking at too is like if you look out here at the weekly chart, right? And we did this fib thing, right? Remember that? We did this big fib thing to try and predict, right, how high Doge could go, right? We've got 73 cents, right, at the 1.61, right? It's like right there, right? We did this. Well, what if instead, right? Because some of you think it's a bear market. Well, what if instead 48 cents is the high, right? And now we're going to go down. Where's the bottom, right? So that's what we did before, right? But instead of doing that, we do the, wrong one. We do from the previous cycle low to the new cycle high, and we look at where the 786 is. And the 786 is right about 14.5 cents. So according to the fib guys, right, this is the cycle bottom. That would be the cycle bottom if 48 cents was indeed the high. 14.6, my friends. 14.6. Which for this cycle, again, if 48 cents was the high, it's a 70% drop from the high. So yeah, 14.6, that's it. The fib lines have deemed 14.6 to be the bottom of the bear market. That's it right there. We already dipped below it with the flash crash, and now here we are. We could bounce off it again. So we could be in a mini bear market here, October and November, and then we go back into a bull market, right? That's what we could have. That's what we could have. So kind of interesting. That's just how it works out. I just thought that was another little thing to share. It looks like we're recovering right now with Dogecoin. I'll take it. Fib lines, smib lines. I know, right? You only trust a magic 8 ball. I get it, though. Fib lines, right? Your willingness to meet us all degens if Doge hits $1 is suspicious. Am I depressing Doge on purpose? No. I would love for Doge to be $1. That would be awesome. A red box is still a box. Yeah, Charlotte. Aliens are wimps. Shaking out the paper hands until the government opens back up. Hey, Miguel. Someone's saying there's a talk today. Or there's a vote today, I mean. Talks were good, but there's a vote today. I don't know. We'll check in about 15 minutes, see what's going on. We didn't look at the latest heat map. I will in just a minute, as soon as I get caught up. Trump has a backup plan. That's what he said. He's got a backup plan. I mean, the president could just call a national emergency, right? Is that his backup plan? National emergency? Yeah, I'll see. I love chatting with you all. So that's what I do with my live streams, is engage with my audience, talk to everyone. I take the first 15 minutes to do my thing. And now the floor is yours. Gappy could go for a box of burgers. Burgers. Did someone say box? I know, right? Jason, I think so too. The government shutdown is just weighing on the entire crypto market. The cycle has had anomalies. We had the election, right? Especially for Dogecoin and Department of Government Efficiency, all of that stuff, right? But then we had the tariffs, bad. We had the flash crash, really bad. Government shutdown is just kind of, Yep. Not how most of us thought that this was going to play out, but to the moon, Hasib, yeah. Have I bought any Dogecoin down here? My last purchase was Pepe down here. Pepe the other day. I just wanted to make some more money off of Pepe. That's all. I've got a big Doge back. I just wanted a little more Pepe, so I bought Pepe. And Pepe will go on a big run, and I'll sell it, and I'll just book that profit and say thank you very much. Fibs are just mumbo jumbo based on the golden ratio. Exactly. It doesn't mean anything. But there are a lot of people out there who swear by them. So I cover that. And now you know. Nice to spend the day with everyone. Exactly, David. We hang out here. Everybody like and subscribe. Join in on the live streams. I'm here most every day. No more Saturdays. My schedule changed on Saturdays, so I'm not doing Saturday live streams anymore. So we catch up on Sunday. Does it count as a bear market since high was 48 cents for Doge and Bitcoin dropped? BTC dropped LOR since high. I'm not sure what you mean, But for Dogecoin, I just ran the fib line from 48 from the previous low, and we get 14.5 cent Dogecoin as bear market low. So maybe we're in a mini bear market. A mini bear market. How about that? Am I drinking when Doge hits $1? You bet. Mona Lisa has a limit order at 14.5. There you go, 14.5. The fib lines with the golden ratio and all of that, it all comes together, doesn't it? The biggest Romanian crypto investor targets 160,000 for Bitcoin and expects a bull run. If November keeps bearish or consolidating, considering history, I would not give his name in respect for your job. The JP Morgan guy is calling for 170 in the next 6 months. So that's like May 2026. One of the Fed governors said they should fix it by the end of the week. Colonoscopy season. Love you too, weather girl. Nice to have you here, Monica. I don't really follow the Tesla stock that closely, 710, but you know, there's this big vote on Elon's, what do you call it? A salary? $1 trillion salary? I don't even know what to call it anymore, right? But over 10 years, he's going to like make Tesla even more profitable than it already is. So my answer to your question is, where do I see Tesla stock in 10 years? I see it up. I see it up. It's a great investment. They just have to vote for Elon's pay package. And if that gets accepted, up. A flock of black swans. No, that was 2022. When we had Luna, Voyager, Celsius, BlockFi, 3 Arrows Capital, ending with FTX. Those were black. Those were huge. Pepe's at 555. A buying opportunity. Pepe's going to double at least and drop that 0 again. So doubling from 5 to 10, yeah. Don't leave us alone again. Well, on Saturdays, I'm not going to be live. So watch out for those Saturdays. Things have been pretty dead on Saturdays lately. So I'm not worried. Right. We have to get through this. Then we'll go up again and everyone will be happy. But we have to get through the negative sentiment times. What's the deal with Zcash? I know, right? A month ago, nobody was talking about Zcash. Nobody. And this whole privacy coin thing, I don't really follow Zcash. I don't know specifics about Zcash. I know it's one of the dino coins, been around for a while. But why Zcash and why not Monero? I know Monero got delisted from exchanges, but Zcash didn't. I don't really follow all the details of that. If PaxCat rocks up in the stream, we are still bullish. We'll see if he shows up. Oof, that means we're going down on Saturday. Saturdays just haven't been doing anything lately. So I think crypto had a bear market in one candle, and now we're just retesting the bottom. Yeah, it was a one-day bear market. October 10th. That was it. Yeah, I'm not talking about dollar Doge right now. I am not thinking about it. I'm not predicting it. I'm not saying anything about it. It's a dream still. $1 Doge is still a dream. We're at 16 cents, okay? Still a Dogeaholic. Nothing wrong with that. I am too. Jason thinks the spring is getting pinched pretty tight. It's going to unleash the Doge. Yes. Hello, my name is Sunshine. I'm a Dogeaholic. Staines, how are you? Modest dude. Been saying we're in a bear since 2024. But we'll pop in March or April. We could. Again, for Dogecoin, it's going to be, when does the news come for Doge? When does X launch its X money or X payments? When's that going to happen? That's going to be big for Dogecoin. What are we going to do now on Saturday? Well, obviously you have to short the market because I'm not going to be live. So short the market. Checking out Airbnbs for Boston. Monero really got delisted. Doge is the only top 10 coin with Cardano that didn't make a new all-time high. The Grayscale ETF deadline was last month. It was October 17th. We are past it. Now there's something going on to try to get them launched without the SEC. And I don't understand all the particulars of that. DCA, good way to look at Doge if it goes back to 7 cents, opportunity to buy more. If it's even going to go down that low, I don't know. It's been 6 hours since I last purchased Dogecoin. Hey, Maramello, how are you? Everyone, mark Chris's words. If it crashes on Saturday, it's his fault for saying nothing happens on Saturdays. Oh my God, you guys. Every little thing I say. Zcash staying away at this point. I mean, yeah. It's like, is now the time to go all in on Zcash? I don't think so. No update on the miner yet. Stuck in custom still. That's what they say. I don't know, we wick down. So why can't we just wick up? Exactly. So Zcash is not quite like Monero. It can work with government agencies. And it can be traced. Interesting. Everybody's shorting on Saturday. Awesome. Good luck, guys. Maybe PaxCat can fill in for me on Saturdays. The cat can run the live stream. Oh, sneaky raccoon. You think you're so funny. Ha, ha, ha. It kind of makes it, yep. The Elon pump was too much in 2021. If Elon gets $1 trillion, he should just buy all the Dogecoin. Charlotte now wants Doge to crash on Saturday. Lovely. Lovely. Yeah, Gappy. If I bought Zcash, it would then crash immediately. I know, we're overdue. Dupree's, we are overdue. We got to get some positivity back in this market somehow. So the October 10th, that's your line in the sand, 9.5 cents for Doge. PaxCat. Wow, we just talk about PaxCat, and everyone's like, "Oh, PaxCat." Nobody cares about Kriss. Everyone's like, "Oh, PaxCat." Oh, it's another opportunity to buy. So you want to dip so you can buy more. Con is really, really negative. 5 cents. 5-cent Dogecoin. That was last cycle. I was buying Dogecoin at 5 cents. A little over 2 years ago, I was buying Dogecoin for 5 cents. Kaspa is pumping. Kaspa. Why would Kaspa be pumping? Big green candle. Zoom out a little, though. They got a long way to go. I didn't draw a purple box on this. I wasn't really following it, but seems to be something going on with Kaspa right now. 4.5%. Not a lot, but it's a green candle. We need Dogecoin to do that. Everyone loves PaxCat because he's cute. That means I am not. Someone make a PaxCat coin. I know. Kriss looking at PaxCat. You little brown noser. I can just leave the chart up on Saturday and let everyone hang out. I could do that. I used to do that. I did used to do that. Just have some music on and the chart and all you guys just talking. We would need access to the boot button. Yeah. Yeah. I'd have to give out some wrenches. PaxCat rich, right? If I was fluffy and I purred, you would love me too. Oh, thanks, guys. Oh, thank you. LOL. Yep, there's always a Mom Taz or an MJ. Well, it used to be Fridays, Jason. The initial was one week only. I only did a live stream on a Friday night. That's what it was a Friday night live stream. Something else is pushing up. Rose, Oasis. Anybody still have this? It's up 19%. Just notice that. Oasis Rose is up. Kaspa is still pushing up. Now to 5 cents. So I don't know what's going on with Kaspa. Kaspa. What's going on? Kaspa Army, see what I mean? Kaspa holders, I know what you don't. Trust me, we will see some good news. Well, that doesn't say anything. What's going on? Buy Kaspa at any price? I don't see anything specifically. Something with CZ with a clown face. Kaspa, things are getting hot. Oh, they're trying to get it listed on Binance. That's why CZ's involved. I get it. That doesn't mean it is. Yeah, I don't see it, but it is moving. The Russell is in the middle of a V-shaped recovery. Higher to go. Saturday, you should have Pax Cat and Snoopy doing the stream, right? Can't leave out Snoopy. Wrench Rhine. I know, you'd wait all week for the Doge news because you couldn't trust Matt. So then I would come on and tell it like it was, like it is, because couldn't trust him. Random coins are pumping, right, Kong? It can happen in a bear market, like someone else said earlier in the stream, or I was from an article. It's like a random crypto could actually go on a big run during a bear market. Well, thank you, William. Danny just traded all of his Doge for Kaspa. You really want to do that? I don't know. Kaspa, the friendly token. I know, right? All right, James. It's like Kaspa. Like really Kaspa. But hey, you never know, right? This thing could take off. We've seen it. Tesla approved Musk's pay. Let's see what Tesla stock is doing. 457. It's up about 2.5% after market. Tesla's running. What time for the vote? We'll take a look. We'll take a look. We got Kaspa moving. We got Tesla moving. Is there a vote? Hey, there's this KrissPax. Dogecoin sentiment tanks. This live stream going on right now. Huh. Wonder we should watch that. Tesla shareholder event. No, there's nothing. Senate shutdown vote. Watch live. Senate convenes as Trump ramps up pressure. I just never know, like, what's live and what isn't, right?
Voting with me on this resolution, not because they don't like President Biden or President Obama, but because they would take this responsibility, no war without Congress, that we pledge an oath to, because it's in the Constitution we pledge an oath to, they would take it serious.
All right, they're just talking. We'll keep an eye on it. Let's move this over to a new window, and I will minimize and put this guy down here. So we'll keep an eye on that. Kaspa's up to 503 now. Dogecoin is at 1626. Looks like it wants to move up. So we will keep an eye on that. Oh, Chuck Schumer's on. My buddy, my pal.
To make war and engage in acts of war are upheld.
Yeah, we'll just keep an eye on him. We listened to him last time. I was like, yeah, no. Elon's pay package approved. Aftermarket, stock is coming back down a little bit. It was up 2.5. Now it's only up 1.5. The Lion Schumer. Smash them, guys. Like and subscribe. Watch the stream. Sometimes a cute cat makes an appearance. I have to do my thing here, right? Hold on. There we go. The Chuck Shutdown Show. Yep. Yeah, we're not going to listen to him this time. We'll just have him here, though. Hanging out. See what happens. The heat maps. I didn't even turn on CoinGlass. Didn't have the pinger on. We want to go after the shorts, right? In the last hour, they've been taking out shorts. A little bit of Bitcoin, a little bit of ETH, some others. Taking out some shorts. Yeah, needs to come up here. 1027, 1028. Take out those new shorts. There's a lot more, a lot higher, though, that we looked at earlier. 110, 111. But yeah, more shorts. And on Doge, probably similar thing. Yep. Not many longs. More shorts up here. 16.7 up to 17. So that's what heat map looks like. Nothing ever happens until it does. Exactly. Gene, I predict that we probably won't have a vote on the government shutdown. I don't know. They're talking right now in the Senate. They're talking right now. Putting Schumer's face over the top of the Doge chart is bad juju. Hey, we just want to see what's going on. That's all. Just see what's going on. Tesla stock going down, even went from 452 down to 448. So it's not a huge pump after all. Annie the bully is in the house. Make me a burger. Only if she can say burger with an American accent. I'd rather watch it eat. Oh my God. What have we done? Go to the kitchen. Hey, CDC, how are you? Are they going to do a roll call? Maybe. Miss Leisha Baby sold half my Doge last week, bought Riven. I won't be rotating the profits back in this time. Well, good luck on your trade. I want everybody to win. I want everybody to get rich and make money. So good luck. French. Say burger in French. Grab the ketchup and mustard. Hey, Basama.
Well,
How are you? What's the update of the shutdown? We've got it live here, right behind my head. Seeing what's going on. Are we going to have an extended
Bennett.
cycle? We talked about it earlier.
Mrs. Blackburn, Mr. Blumenthal, Ms. Blunt Rochester, Mr. Booker, Mr. Bozeman, Mrs. Brett,
They're voting? Or just a roll call? What is this? I don't get the Senate. I don't get it. Yeah, if you catch the right thing at the right time, you can make more money. That's for sure. Supersize that. Oh. We saw flash pumps back in 2021. Looks like a Muppet show behind me. Yeah. It's like, what's going on up there? What's going on?
Mr. Budd, Ms. Cantwell, Mrs. Capito, Mr. Cassidy, Ms. Collins, Mr. Coons, Mr. Cornyn, Ms. Cortez Masto, Mr. Cotton, Mr. Kramer, Mr. Crapo, Mr. Cruz, Mr. Curtis, Mr. Gaines, Ms. Duckworth.
We think they're voting
Ms. Ernst,
for or against the government shutdown. But
Mrs. Fisher, Mr. Gallego, Mrs. Gillibrand, Mr. Graham, Mr. Grassley, Mr. Haggerty, Ms. Hassan, Mr. Hawley, Mr. Heinrich, Mr. Hickenlooper,
Kaspa,
Ms. Hirono,
still 5 cents.
Mr. Hoban, Mr. Husted, Mrs. Hyde Smith, Mr. Johnson, Mr. Justice, Mr. Kane,
No, they don't vote every day, but I don't know how it works.
Mr. Kelly,
I don't know how they
Mr.
decide
Kennedy, Mr. Kim, Mr.
which
Cheney,
days they
Mr.
vote and which
Klobuchar,
they
Mr.
don't, and
Langford, Mr. Lee,
I don't get it.
Mr. Lujan,
They're pretending to vote to open the government. Yes, thank you, Garmani.
Ms. Lummis, Mr. Murphy, Mr. Marshall, Mr. McConnell, Mr. McCormick, Mr. Merkley, Mrs. Moody, Mr. Moran, Mr. Moreno, Mr. Mullen, Ms. Murkowski, Mr. Murphy, Mrs. Murray, Mr. Ossoff, Mr. Padilla, Mr. Paul, Mr. Peters, Mr. Reed, Mr. Ricketts, Mr. Resch,
Mr. Justice.
Mr. Rosen, Mr. Rounds, Mr. Sanders, Mr. Schatz, Mr. Schiff,
You started in 2024. First crypto you bought was
Schumer.
Doge. I know. How can you cover 3 different countries worth of politics, Charlotte? How do you do that?
Mr. Scott of Florida,
And they're all still being paid. Yep. They're all still
Mr.
being
Scott
paid.
of South Carolina, Mrs. Shaheen, Mr. Sheehy, Ms. Slotkin, Ms. Smith, Mr. Sullivan, Mr. Thune, Mr. Tillis, Mr. Tuberville, Mr. Van Hollen, Mr. Warner, Mr. Warnock,
Okay,
Ms.
here's the
Warren,
end.
Mr. Welch, Mr. Whitehouse, Mr. Wicker, Mr. Wyden, Mr. Young.
All right. So what does that mean now?
Senators voting in the affirmative: Cantwell, Coons, Cortez Masto, Durbin, Kim, Merkley, Padilla, Paul, Warner, Wyden. Mr. Schumer, aye. Senators voting in the negative: Barrasso, Capito, Cornyn, Cotton, Kramer, Curtis, Daines, Fisher, Haggerty, Hawley, Husted, Hyde-Smith, Kennedy, Langford, Lee, McCormick, Moran, Moreno, Mullen, Ricketts,
Definitely
Scott of
not.
South Carolina, Sheehy, Tillis.
Not.
Mr. Thune, no. Mr. Risch, no. Miss Ernst, no.
Sounds like an elementary school.
Mr. Gallego, aye. Mr. Markey,
Mr. Pax.
aye.
Mr. Pax. Oh, Tesla stock's now in the red after market. It had initial pump and then
Mr. Fetterman,
sold it all.
aye.
Sold it all. Yeah, we know Mr. Fetterman is an I. Term limits for Congress. Huh. That's a good idea. Nancy Pelosi's 85 years old. 85. I think I can think of a lot of things I'd rather be doing at 85 than hanging out in Washington, D.C., being involved in politics.
Mr. Tuberville, no. Mr. Van Hollen, aye. Mr. Rounds, no.
War Blaster?
Mrs. Blackburn,
You're at work?
Blackburn, no.
I know, they don't even need their salaries. They make so much through insider trading.
Mr. Bennett, aye.
Nancy, the crypt keeper. Isn't that amazing? $100 million in stock trades. King of the world. Next year, I'm going to be king of the world.
Mr. Heinrich, aye. Mr. Peters, aye.
I'll be trading Dogecoin and making any jokes at 85. 85 is the new 75. That's good. Yeah.
Miss Baldwin, aye. Mrs. Murray, aye.
Kaspa is still 5 cents, but still up. So, yeah? No? What? No, Nick, that's not a rant. No, that's true. It's all true. Nothing wrong with that.
Ms. Slotkin, aye. Mr. Grassley, no.
No. Of course, Grassley's a no. Well, it's going to be Doge tomorrow, Raiden. It's going to be Dogecoin.
Mr. Marshall, no.
Yes. Gave a big go in an old folks' home. Especially Grassley. He's really old. Grok should have a talk Pax cat. Pax cat is all knowing. Yeah, I don't know aesthetic, how often they vote. But someone said this is the vote for today. So here we are. Major General, thank you for the super chat. Someday Doge $1, so just DCA and chill. Not a bad strategy.
Mrs. Brett, no. Mr. Reed, aye.
Yeah, 92. Grassley. 92. Maybe he feels like if he retires, he'll just die. So he stays there to live longer. All right. It's so boring, though. It's like they just kind of walk around, some just chit-chatting. Maybe this whole vote was for whether they want mushrooms on their pizza or not. Yay, no. Yeah, I saw that video of that guy. Nobody knew who he was. He's probably a little anxious to be standing there in the Oval Office. Or anchovies, hence all the nose, right? Pizza. Yeah, are they waiting for the bull market to come back on? Is that what the vote is for? Yay or no? I don't know how long the vote takes.
Mr. Whitehouse, aye.
You would think something big like this, they'd all be like there and vote. It's not the way it works. They do this kind of electronic thing. Very strange. Amanda, you vote no on the mushrooms? Like watching grass.
Miss Also Brooks. Miss Also Brooks, aye.
They're voting to see if they have a vote. I love those parliamentary procedure votes, right? It's just like, what a waste. They say aye to short the market. Yeah. Yeah. If you're 92, do you even know how to use
Mr. Cassidy, no.
an electronic voting thing? Ugh. Nobody there seems to care. Like, it's like, no big deal. Well, they're voting on something. We assume this is the continuing resolution, but
Mr. Schiff, aye. Ms. Hirono, aye. Mr. Graham, no.
Lindsay's a no. Kaspa still holding 5.2 cents.
Mr. Murphy, aye. Ms. Hassan, aye. Mr. Schatz, aye.
Mr. Justice.
Ms. Duckworth, aye.
Yeah, so, I mean, we assume that this is
Mr. Scott of Florida, no.
CR, but yeah, Mr. White House, exactly. I was like, the White House is voting? They get a vote?
Ms. Smith, aye. Mr. Hickenlooper, aye. Mr. Crapo, no. Mr. Banks, no.
Mr. Banks. We don't like the banks.
Mrs. Moody, no. Mr. Cruz, no.
Mr. White House should have run for president.
Mr. McConnell, aye.
McConnell is an I? Mr. Pax Cat. He'd be an I.
Mr. McConnell, Mr. McConnell, no.
Oh, he changed. Thought he was a yes. I was like, what? He probably didn't vote for himself. He had someone do it for him. Yeah. Somehow we just heard McConnell was a yay and then McConnell's a no. Thank you, Raiden. Best live stream in the world. Mr. Pax. Mr. Pax. Aye. Thank you, sir.
Ms. Warren, aye.
There's no way Warren voted aye for the continuing resolution. There she is, though.
Mr. Johnson, no.
And then she walks through and then she leaves.
Mr. Kelly, aye. Mr. King,
This is
King, aye. Mr. Ossoff, aye. Mr. Warnock,
this can't be for the CR.
Aye.
There's no way Warren voted aye.
Mrs. Shaheen, aye.
Not my senator, Ryan. Nope. She's not my senator.
Mr. Sanders, aye.
Mr. Sanders. Bernie? Bernie's an I? Well, James, I know. Then what's this vote for? If the vote for the shutdown is tomorrow, this live stream PBS says that's what this is.
Mr. Justice, no.
This must be something else. We could be watching them vote on something else. Not much going on with Dogecoin. It's in a sideways crap market. We're in a big red box now. Crabbity crab. And keep an eye on Kaspa still kind of going up, 527 now.
Mr. Welch, aye. Mr. Hoven, no. Mr. Wicker, no.
I know, right? Pharmaceutical companies. They don't like Kennedy. That's for sure.
Miss Lamas, no.
What are they voting on then?
Mr. Lujan, aye.
You've come across live streams that were older live streams? It is live. We are live.
Ms. Klobuchar, aye. Mr. Schmidt, no.
Well, King Eli, that's the big question, right? But all of the economic indicators are that
Mr. Kane,
the cycle is
aye.
going to extend. Well, both Warren and Sanders said aye, so this is something else. It looks like it's something else. Wish there was a way you could, like...
Mrs. Gillibrand, aye.
Grok. What is the U.S. Senate voting on right now? U.S. Senate is not currently in session or conducting any active votes. The Senate convened at 10 a.m. today for legislative and executive business without any roll call votes occurring. The Senate is scheduled to reconvene 10 a.m. on Friday, November 7th, where funding measures are expected to take priority.
Mr. Blumenthal,
So this is just
aye.
Whoever said that sometimes they show stuff that isn't live. Well, that apparently is so right now. Huh. All right. Dumb. Yep, Amanda just found that out. The title said it was government shutdown vote. Well, maybe tomorrow. There's not much happening in crypto right now. Crab market, except for Kaspa. Kaspa's still hanging out up here, 5.2 cents, up 12%. Not much going on the liquidations. Trump token is tanking. What's happening with Trump token? Oh, it went on a big run yesterday. And today it's retracing back, taking out leverage. Got it. No, aren't we awesome, TV? It's all lies. I know. Still crabbing away. Kaspa baby. This is the roll call vote to go forward on Kane's attempt to stop drug boat bombing. Well, that makes sense that Warren and those others would vote yes. Sanders would vote yes to stop that. But can they? It was still fun. I know. Whatever. The Kane War Powers Resolution. Kane lives. Yeah. Why exactly, Yash? Ask the market makers. We're not expecting anything, King Eli. We're not expecting anything. We are trying to figure out what this market looks like, but there's no expectations right now. If they reach a close agreement Friday, they said they will continue to try and resolve by Sunday. I thought they only needed like 5 more Democrat votes to say yes. You missed it when you read Grok. It was at 5 Eastern. Well, it's 5:42 now Eastern time. So the Senate is scheduled to reconvene 10 a.m. on Friday. So they are not in session right now. War Powers Resolution on Venezuela. A unanimous consent agreement was reached to allow a potential motion by Senator Kane to discharge SJ Resolution 90, the Kane War Powers Resolution. A roll call vote on this motion is anticipated around 5 p.m. today. Okay, so that's what it was. So it was live. It was just this other thing. Got it. There you go. So we were half wrong. Only half wrong. Well, thanks for hanging on, everybody. Look, in the first 15 minutes, I kind of put everything together of my current thoughts on what's going on in the market. And from here, we'll just try and figure it out. We'll try and figure it out. So be back on Friday. Do it all again. Hey, good morning, Anthony. I'm just signing off now. I hope everyone has a great evening or morning for Aussie, Anthony, and others that are on other parts of the world. And we'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.